YouTube's own AI gave this 3 subscriber channel a confident growth diagnosis, but one of its fairest looking comparisons was not fair at all. It called a table a first 7-day comparison while admitting that 2 videos had not reached 7 days. Then it replaced a metric I specifically told it not to replace. I tested Ask Studio with 5 questions, checked its answers against YouTube Analytics, and scored it 15 out of 25. It was excellent at finding simple facts. It was much less reliable when facts turned into strategy. Here is exactly where I would trust it and where I would open advanced mode before changing anything on my channel. Ask Studio is YouTube's AI assistant inside YouTube Studio. YouTube says it can explain channel statistics, summarize comments, and help develop ideas. But it is interpreting channel information, not simply displaying an analytics table. YouTube warns that its answers can be inaccurate, so I required exact metrics, a defined time window, and honesty about anything the tool could not access. At the time of this test, Creator Radar had 3 subscribers and very little performance data. That makes this realistic. Small channels are where confident conclusions can most easily outrun the evidence. The first prompt asked for the 3 videos with the most watch time during the last 28 days, plus views and average view duration. Ask Studio named July 14th through August 10th. The channel analysis video led with 46 minutes and 26 seconds of watch time and 23 views. The Resemble AI test followed with 30 minutes and 11 seconds and 17 views. The YouTube AI policy video had 19 minutes and 51 seconds and 11 views. Their average view durations were 2 minutes and 1 second, 1 minute and 46 seconds, and 1 minute and 48 seconds. Advanced mode showed the same range, ranking, and view totals. This answer earned 5 out of 5. For quick factual retrieval, Ask Studio worked exactly as hoped. The second prompt asked for the latest 5 long-form videos at the same first 7-day lifespan. An equal lifespan prevents an older video from winning simply because it had more time. Ask Studio presented a table titled First 7-Day Performance Comparison, but its note admitted that 2 videos had not reached 7 days. Their numbers reflected performance to date. It also replaced the requested watch time from impressions with total watch time. My prompt explicitly said to report an unavailable metric instead of substituting another one. The disclosure was useful, but the comparison was not equal, and the replacement metric answered a different question. This earned 2 out of 5. Ask Studio found relevant numbers, but it did not preserve the rules of the test. The third prompt tested 2 shorts metrics that are easy to confuse. Stayed to watch measures how often people watched instead of swiping. Average percentage viewed measures how much of the short engaged viewers watched. Ask Studio kept them separate and compared 5 shorts at their first 24 hours. For the Notebook LM citation short, it reported 31.43% stayed to watch and 124.78% average percentage viewed. The live engagement page showed 31.4% stayed to watch and 43 seconds average view duration on a 35-second short. That supports an average percentage viewed above 100%. This earned 4 out of 5. The checked result lined up, although I would still verify every row before making a channel-wide decision. Then I asked why the long-form videos were receiving so few impressions. I required separate sections for proof, inference, and missing data. Ask Studio followed that structure and avoided claiming that YouTube was suppressing the channel. But inside what the data proves, it said stronger engagement with limited reach proved that a topic did not appeal to a wider audience. That is not proven. The data shows limited reach in a small sample. Topic demand is only one possible explanation. Packaging, audience fit, traffic source, and limited test volume could also matter. It also cited a typical impressions benchmark without clearly defining the videos and time window behind it. This earned 2 out of 5. The organization looked disciplined, but an interpretation was placed in the evidence box. If you like tests that separate what an AI says from what the product actually shows, subscribe to Creator Radar. That is the standard I am applying to every tool on this channel. The final prompt asked for one next long-form topic, exact channel evidence, and two alternatives. Ask Studio recommended, is the faceless AI news niche dead? A revenue and retention reality check. A connected watch time on a faceless channel video. Click-through rate on a low-effort AI shorts video. And comments on the YouTube AI policy video. It rejected another Google Flow test as too narrow and a Notebook LM scripting video as proven mainly by shorts data. That is specific and useful, but it called money the channel's primary curiosity driver, based partly on a video with very few views. It also described deep concerning comments, without stating how many comments supported that claim. Those are hypotheses to test, not established audience lessons. This answer earned 2 out of 5. The final score was 15 out of 25. My verdict is partly grounded. Ask Studio is strongest when you ask it to retrieve a defined fact, name the date range, and show the source videos. It is weakest when the question requires a fair comparison, a causal diagnosis, or a strategic conclusion from a tiny sample. A polished explanation can hide an unequal time window, a substituted metric, or an inference presented as proof. For a small channel, I would use Ask Studio to create a list of claims worth checking. I would not let it make the final decision. Ask the question, read the qualification, then open advanced mode and verify the number that actually matters. The real test is not whether an AI can sound like a channel strategist. It is whether the advice survives contact with the channel's actual data.